When we need to iterate over an array or an object, we use the for loop icon. But if we need to have a more fine-grained control over the loop, we use the arrow loop. Let's take this linked list as an example. Imagine that we need to iterate over it and print out the nodes. So we start at the last node. We output to the console the value attached to the node. And then we move next. At the end of the cycle, we check if node has a value. If node is truthy, we repeat these two steps. How to repeat these two steps? With an arrow loop. Now we have a loop that exits when node is falsy. Let's generate code and test it. See, our code outputs all nodes of this list starting from the end. Sometimes we need to make sure that the node is not null or not undefined before we take actions inside the loop. Sometimes we need a proper while loop. We can easily achieve this. We just move the body of the loop after this exit from the question icon. So if the node is falsy before we even started the loop, we exit immediately. But if it is not falsy, we repeat. Let's test it. See, we have the same output. Now, the good thing about Drakon is that we can actually mix these two kinds of loops. For example, we might want to first to go to the next node and then check if the next node is truthy or falsy. This will produce code that loops over this list starting from the node 3. Let's test it. Right, that's what we have. So if you need to iterate over an array or an object, use the for loop. If you need to have more control over the loop, use the arrow loop.